Hi, I'm Darren. I'm here at the Botanical Boys store based in King's Cross, and we're here today to show you the very art of building your own ecosystem in the form of a terrarium. So we're going to take our lid off. Just make sure you give it a good clean before you start. So our first layer, we've got our lovely hydro clay pellets that we use as a drainage layer. And what we do, we just pop in, I mean, isn't that sound just very relaxing? It's like a little rainstorm. So this is really important we use a drainage layer, because if we didn't have a drainage layer, remember the glass doesn't have any holes on the bottom. So the moisture in the terrarium afterwards, when we water it, needs to go somewhere. And it sits in the bottom of the terrarium, a bit like a false reservoir, because you don't want the plants really sitting in too much moisture in a closed environment. So essentially, you need about 2 clay pellets worth of drainage layer at the bottom, and that is your base layer. It's very, very important we get that in there for that cycle to kick in. Lovely, I'm happy with that. So there's your first layer, our drainage layer. Our next layer we like to use here at Botanical Boys is a sphagnum moss. Very, very important, because what it does, it provides a bit of moisture for your garden. I call this a sponge, because what it does, it absorbs a huge amount of moisture, and I'm just going to demonstrate to you how much moisture this sphagnum moss actually holds. It's actually quite relaxing. So we squeeze the excess moisture out because we don't want to have too much moisture in our garden, and we use this as a filter layer. Now imagine a pancake, and you're going to create that perfect pancake or your omelette, okay, with no gaps around the frying pan, and that's exactly what we're going to do to create our second layer, to separate the soil from clogging up the all-important holes that we've created in our drainage layer. So that's why we use the sphagnum moss. Now, before we pop it in the garden, we love connecting people to nature, so just put this to your nose and actually tap into your smelling senses. It smells absolutely wonderful. What we're going to do now is just start sprinkling on top of the clay pellets to create that nice filter layer we talked about earlier. So we want this layer about 1/2 centimetre thick. It's actually quite relaxing doing this. You can either use your hands, using the tip of your finger here, or we've got a very cool, nifty little tool that you can make also at home. Just like a little cocktail stick, and once you've finished a bottle of wine, or for those of you who don't drink at home, you can get any cork from any wine shop and just recycle it and poke it on the end. And there you've got your ultimate terrarium dibber tool. And what this allows you to do is just press the moss down. I'm just going to demonstrate on this portion of the garden to show you. We need it nice and flat, because here at Botanical Boys we like to create nice, neat gardens for people to enjoy and take home, because they're like pieces of art. It's natural art. But when we put our soil in later, you don't want the soil dropping down the side of the terrarium. It just looks quite messy. So we go all the way around and right across the centre as well. So remember that pancake I talked about earlier? Imagine that right across the base of your terrarium. Okay, so once you've had fun playing with the sphagnum moss and you think you've done a really good job, there's no gaps, just have a look, just turn the jar, turn it around, and all I'm looking for is any little gaps like this. If you see a little gap in the glass, just literally shove a little bit of moss and tap it down. I'm very happy with that. I can't see any clay pellets or stones from the top. And that is your second layer of sphagnum moss, or your filter layer.